Hi everyone. Teachers' Day is on the verge. We all know that Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan's birthday is celebrated as Teachers' Day. So, on this auspicious occasion, I am going to present in front of you few interesting facts about Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. So, let's start. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan was an Indian academic, professor, philosopher, and politician who served as the first Vice President of India from the year 1952 to 1962 and the second President of India from 1962 to 1967. He was a very prominent scholar and academician. His birthday, 5th of September, is observed as Teachers' Day all over India. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan was born on 5th of September 1888 to a Telugu-speaking Brahmin family in Tirthani in Tamil Nadu. His father's name was Sarvapalli Viraswamy, who was a subordinate revenue officer in the service of a local zamindar, and his mother's name was Sarvapalli Sita. Throughout his academic career, Radhakrishnan earned various scholarships. He joined Buddhist College in Vellore, but later he moved to the Madras Christian College at the age of 17. In 1906, he had completed his master's degree in philosophy and became the professor. Radhakrishnan was married to Sivakamu, a distant cousin, at the age of 16. The couple had 5 daughters. 2 of them have been recognized as Sumitra and Sakuntala. They also had a son named Sarvapalli Gopal, who went on to a notable career as a historian. Sivakamu died on 26th of November 1956. They were married for over 52 years. In April 1909, Radhakrishnan was appointed to the Madras Presidency College's Department of Philosophy. In 1918, he was appointed Professor of Philosophy at the University of Mysore, where he taught at the Maharaja's College in Mysore. He wrote several articles for prestigious journals such as The Quest, Journal of Philosophy, and the International Journal of Ethics. He also finished his first novel, Rabindranath Tagore's Philosophy. Tagore's philosophy, he claimed, was the genuine expression of the Indian spirit. In June 1931, George V. knighted him for his services to education, and the Governor General of India, the Earl of Wellington, formally invested him with his honor in April 1932. After India's independence, he stopped using the title Sir and instead used his academic title of Doctor. In 1936, he was named as Spalding Professor of Eastern Religions and Ethics at the University of Oxford, also elected as the Fellow of the All Souls College. He was nominated for the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1937. Nominations for the award continued to pour in well into the 1960s. In 1939, he was invited to succeed Peter Madan Mohan Malaviya, a Vice Chancellor of Banaras Hindu University, BHU. He was its Vice Chancellor from January 1948 to January 1949. Radhakrishnan's involvement in Indian politics as well as foreign affairs grew in the years following India's independence. From 1946 to 1951, Radhakrishnan represented India as the newly formed UNESCO. He was also the member of the Indian Constituent Assembly for the 2 years following India's independence. In 1949, Radhakrishnan was appointed Indian Ambassador to Moscow by then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, a position he held until 1952. He also elected as Rajya Sabha member. In 1952, Radhakrishnan was elected as India's first Vice President, and in 1962, he was elected as the country's second president. He was awarded Bharat Ratna the highest civilian award in India in 1954. In the same year, he received the German Order pour le Mérite for Arts and Science, and in 1961, the Peace Prize for the German book trade. In 1963, he also received the Order of Merit, and in 1975, the Templeton Prize for promoting the notion of a universal reality of God that embraced love and wisdom for all people. And amazing is that he had donated the entire prize money to Oxford University. Radhakrishnan attempted to bring Eastern and Western ideas together. He was one of Neomost Vedanta's influential spokesmen. He recognized the truth and diversity of human nature. To him, theology and credits are intellectual formulations as well as symbols of religious experience or religious intuitions. In 1967, Radhakrishnan stepped down from public life. He spent his last 8 years of his life in Mylapore, Madras, in the house he designed. On April 17, 1975, Radhakrishnan passed away. Radhakrishnan was an academic, philosopher, and statesman who was one of the most well-known and prominent Indian thinkers in academic circles during the 20th century. He spent his life and career as a writer, attempting to describe, defend, and propagate his faith, which he referred to variously as Hinduism, Vedanta, and the religion of the spirit. Rather than being known as the President of India, he was famous for his academic skills and as a teacher. We cannot forget such a humble man who had devoted his entire life to promoting the value of education and also gave Indians a new sense of esteem by gracefully interpreting Indian thoughts in Western terms. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.